This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius for June 11th, which is tonight, through the 15th or 16th, Saturday to Sunday for Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius in my life. Sag is in my life, past, present, and future that I loved. I love you guys. I have had two great loves in my life. I love these people so much. If I was ever in love, I was in love with these two people, and they were both Sagittarius. It's crazy. I love fire signs because I'm an air sign. So I just have an affection for Sagittarius no matter what's ever happened between me and any of them. I love them all. They have strong personalities. Messages for Sagittarius, please. Please, universe, Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius, please. Messages for Sagittarius. Five of Pentacles. A little overwhelmed with the Sun. Somebody thinks something's a great idea and somebody doesn't think they can afford it. You've been feeling really depleted and left out in the cold. But I think you're coming out of a period of like a hardship or a suffering or something that's taken its toll on you. You felt impoverished in some way and either slighted or separated from something that fed you emotionally in an earthly way or otherwise. But you're going to come out of it and you're going to leave, how can I put it? Like a time will come really soon when like the pain of failure or abandonment will be left behind and like a new path or a project can start to begin this week. But you're going to start off like today's Tuesday. Right now you're feeling a little bankrupt in a lot of ways. Literally, financially, or in your head and your heart. And like anything that's been hurting you in the past and anyone that's made you feel ignored or you're feeling a little, recently you were destitute and that people that were, or things that were supposed to pan out and work out for you and be there for you haven't. You're disappointed and hurt by something. But you're going to get over it and move on because the Sun, that's the other party in the situation here, for sure. Something else or like a new, not so much like a new cycle, but like the Sun, you were feeling really left out in the cold and maybe abandoned, but you're getting over that and you're either going to move into a new cycle or something is going to come into your life that really is the Sun. And that's what you're feeling. Or this energy is going to come into your life. Just when you were at your darkest moment, that's your darkest moment. The Five of Pentacles is just your darkest moment, down on your knees, begging for that money. But look, they're reaching up towards the light. You're coming out of it and entering into either from someone else or something else. Almost like a new cycle. You're coming out of your darkest moment and like a depressive slump that you've been sad about. For some of you, this could be very dramatic. I think some of you have been separated from something or someone, and that's about to come back into your life, or you're thinking about it. And that's the energy that's driving you towards everything right now. It's also maybe you're feeling like something's a little out of your reach. Yeah. Hang on, I'm listening. No, you're gonna, you've been destitute, but now the sun's gonna shine and you're gonna feel like you can attain things that were out of your reach, and you're gonna very soon start to bask in a calm that you were not experiencing before with this energy, which is a sadness. And all this is going to bring a smile to your face, and you're going to be celebratory. Yeah. And that things are going to start to turn around and blossom really fruitfully. So you're coming out of something. You're moving into this, a better place, either with another person. You could be seeing another person this way too, as the answer to you being emotionally destitute, like you're missing someone and they're coming back around. That's what you want anyways. What else for Sagittarius? Or also, like, if it's financial situations, you're destitute and now something favorable is going to come this week. But if it's a relationship, you're moving from a phase of darkness and feeling left out in the cold into the sun. For sure. Or you could be seeing another person as the sun. Oh. The Hierophant. Yeah. This is the marriage card. Someone that you've been separated from is going to come in. Or you're going to talk to them. I'm hearing music for some reason. It's interesting. Someone's going to come back in. Also, the Hierophant has to do with school or work, the institution. You might be just feeling better about life in general towards the end of the week. And just like a lot of different aspects of your life that are institutionalized, like family, work, school. Could be a legal situation. The sun's shining on it. Feeling confident. Teaching and being, teaching others and being taught. You're your own best teacher too. I love that about the Hierophant. I always get that energy from it too, Sagittarius. Want me to shuffle? For Sagittarius, please. More information about this union. They've been left out in the cold. Here comes the sun. Marriage. Or like things are going to turn around and there's going to be more commitment. Maybe you're feeling ignored and now they're shining it on to you with commitment. Ooh, but you're going to, Two of Swords in reverse. You're going to feel like you're still feeling possibly a little out of balance from it. I mean, let's face it, you've recently come out of just not feeling separated and sad about something. The Two of Swords energy in reverse. This could be an air sign in your life. But something's making you feel like you have to, you might feel like you have to choose between something, between two things. I don't know. Something about this energy at the end, about all of this, you might find it to be a little bit distracting. You're worried that you're going to have a hard time reaching deadlines, or you might have a tough journey ahead of you with things that you're going through this week. It's interesting because you were feeling destitute. Here comes the sun. Oh, this relationship is being put, if it's a relationship, it's being pushed to the forefront for commitment. But somebody's feeling like it's being rushed. And it's a little stressful. I think that somebody desperately wants to come and get over this pain here. Yeah, you, Sagittarius, you want to get over the pain. It's starting to clear. Like, your guides were slow to come. They were not making sense of all this for me. And you just see nothing but a good cycle coming now. And the other person And it's also can be like debauchery. Like, look at these guys. Look at these guys. They're like, yeah, we're partying. It didn't come in the reverse. These poor guys are like, where's my pants? What happened last night? And they're not, it's not good. It came in the upright, but they can be a little obnoxious. It can be a little too blinding sometimes, the sun. And you're desperate for it because you've been feeling hurt and left out in the cold. You want to feel that warmth so bad. The other, oh, okay, I get it now. Okay, Sag. So they're saying, really? If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. They want something more institutionalized with you. They want a little bit more than to bask in the sun. Somebody wants you to move in. Somebody wants you to get married. Somebody wants to, let's see, Pentacles. Someone's losing confidence, and they need this Hierophant, institutionalized energy of commitment if they're going to accept this sun from you at all. Huh, somebody wants to, like somebody wants to move in with somebody. How does Libra feel about this? Or not Libra, gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so discombobulated. How does Sagittarius feel about this? I just did Libra. And it was intense because I pulled demon cards. I may or may not show you guys the new Demon Oracle deck. It's a lot. It's a lot. We'll see. Talk to me about Sagittarius. What's happening underneath here for Sag? No. Here it is. Yep. You see it as a rebirth. Death in reverse. You see this as a brand new cycle, starting of a brand new day, coming out of the cold. You think it's you're desperate for this newness. You want this death to be over, and you want a new cycle to start badly, Sagittarius. You want a new cycle to start with someone or some situation badly. Yeah, you feel like you've been left out in the cold in some way. If it's work-related at all, you're just being treated like shit, and there's something new you want to have happen. Maybe you want a different position in the department. You want to, I think it's relationship-wise, you want to start something new with someone else. They're wanting more commitment out of you, and they're losing confidence in the situation because, yeah. Maybe you were put out in the cold for a reason. Oh, I had 2 cards pop out, or a couple, yeah. Holy crow. Judgment, Justice, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yep, this person's saying, show me the money. Show me what you got. I want your good ideas. I'm a fruitful person. I'm a person of action, and I make things happen. And I expect you to make them happen because I'm not very confident. And I want to be underneath. And I've got Judgment and Justice. Air energy, often. If you're dealing with a Libra, especially because you've got Justice here, and Judgment. But Judgment came right underneath the Hierophant. They are expecting something, deeper commitment out of you, and definitely more balance. We've got a Justice card, which is the Libra energy, and often Justice or Judgment will come with scales. But she's blindfolded, and she is just trusting her gut and her instincts. That's what this person that or the situation you're dealing with wants to feel, but you are making them feel this way. I'm sensing stuff from the past here. If anybody wants a personal reading to clarify further for you, like an extended reading, I can do that. But I don't like to do extended for general forecasts. I like to do my extended for the people that ask me for it. I'm not a YouTuber for life here. I only put a few hours in a week. So if you want more clarification, you don't even need to pay me. I just need to know you and know that you want to know more about what's going on. But yeah, this person, Sagittarius, they want more out of you. They want to embody justice. They are feeling like things need to be concrete and permanent, contracts being signed, people moving in together. And I think they were judging you, and they left you out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is why you're so desperate to start a new cycle. And you're trying. You want to. You have the best of intentions. You might be being a little unrealistic, though. You tend to blind yourself, Sagittarius. Some of you are dreamers, for sure. I want to talk a little bit about the Knight of Pentacles energy, though, for a second. So this person works really hard. This other energy that you're dealing with. I love the Knight of Pentacles. I want to manifest Knight of Pentacles 24/7 personally. This person works really hard to achieve their goals, and they are very driven and hardworking, and they're very patient. They are the proverbial workhorse. Whoever you're dealing with is the proverbial workhorse. They work really hard, and they can be really conventional and really pragmatic, and they represents a person who can be really robust and firm and cares very little for the luxuries of life often. And they look for the comfort that comes from stability. They're like a rock. But they're also kind of pulling back and being pragmatic about everything at this point, because they work really hard to achieve their goals, and they're feeling thrown off by you, Sagittarius, in the situation right now. I know that you're feeling you're desperate for this rebirth to come, you know, because you felt so hurt in one way or another. Maybe not super hurt. Like, I'm being very dramatic with the cards here. Like, maybe it's just somebody had to go away, and now, you know, they took a trip. They had to work abroad. Now they're coming back. Well, they worked really hard. They're a workhorse, you know. And they're expecting the same out of you with this justice and judgment and the Hierophant. And you're making them feel a little thrown off. Let's see what the demons have to say. Are there any shadow sides at play here for Sagittarius? Demons? Sagittarius, let me tell you about the demons. Archangels were created for us. We are for us and they are for them. Archangels, I call them archangels. They are energies in the universe that are preoccupied by human beings, and they love us very much. Our demons are self-created. Demons are very real. I just use the word demon. That's just my word. Other people will call it shadow energy. They are things that we manifest in our life that aren't always super positive. Fix this. That we bring to teach us lessons. The demons are very hesitant to talk in the tarot readings. They speak enough abstractly through the cards with the situations. The demons themselves are bigger, they're archetypal, they can be scary, they can be dangerous. You can think about your own shortcomings and the darkest parts of yourself. If I were you, I would not recommend asking to speak to the demon that's controlling that for you. These energies are very real. It's not that I'm stronger than you guys. I'm not. I just understand them a little bit better. And I know how to ask them reverently for their presence. Demons, shadow side, deep lessons for Sagittarius. Will you please come forward and just give us a little insight into what's going on with them for this week? What's manifesting for them in their shadow side this week? What lessons are they trying to learn? Why have they been left out in the cold? I know they want to turn it around. The sun is shining. If there are any of you here, do you have anything to say? Hiding from me. I can feel it in here, though. Here it is. You're forgetting about yourself. Forgetting yourself. Interesting. Forgetting yourself. I'm starting to see why you may have felt left out in the cold a little bit, Sagittarius. You are being a little indulgent to numb pain. That's why you got left out in the cold. Oh, this demon's strong. I'm listening. If you let go of enough of your identity and of the context you live in, then you'll just feel better. It's what happens when you fall asleep. You take refuge in the arms of a loved one. When you just stay comfy and home with them. And you're forgetting a lot of things that you need to be paying attention to. Yeah. Whew. I'm going to have to play around with this deck more. You're being a little too... it's so hard to say. There's so much, you guys. It's speaking of two things at once. I'm going to pull another card to clarify. More came out. Yeah, perchance to dream. You're being a little dreamy with this sun energy here. And you're forgetting yourself. Your real true self, and you're focusing on a dream with this, focusing too much on this. I don't know if this is as real as you want it to be, but I know that you want a new cycle. I know you want a new cycle, Sagittarius, with something here. Someone else is just afraid that you're not going to commit because you're forgetting to be your real self at home and being grounded. You're forgetting to be grounded in the relationship, and you're being a little too dreamy. Getting some Pisces energy. I'm going to pull some love messages for you too. Do you have any love messages for, not romantic love, but soul love, but romantic love too, for Sagittarius? Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Interesting. So being a little too dreamy with the negative energy, but I think it's interesting that you have to forgive because you're creating your own reality. I'm seeing forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. But also forgive anyone else that's left you out in the cold. Because someone's saying, basically someone's saying, you need to move in, you need to put a ring on it, we need to be more serious, we need to be more concrete, we need to be more the system, I work really hard, I'm tired of your bullshit, this is all throwing me off, passing judgment on you, demanding something more concrete, and they're mad. They're mad. You've forgotten yourself in the relationship with them, possibly, Sagittarius. And you're being a little too dreamy. Forgiveness is on the rise. I see that. I'm going to pull another card for you too, possibly from the Zodiac, and see what they have to say. Universe, can you give some messages of love and positivity to Sagittarius, please? These cards are hearts, and they're such a pain. They have a hard time connecting with them and getting them to pop out. Yes, here he is. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point in trying to change what is beyond our control. Right now, the universe wants you to realize that. Forgiveness. This is like the serenity prayer. Grant me the ability to accept the things I cannot change and get past the things that I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. And there's no point trying to change things that are beyond control. If that resonates for any of you, but only to an extent, message me for a personal reading. Because I think that there's somebody's putting their foot down with you. You're feeling really left out in the cold. But the overall vibe for the situation is to focus on forgiveness and getting forgiveness, Sagittarius. And having some acceptance over the situation and accepting the truth, not forgetting yourself, not being too dreamy. If you want this new cycle to happen and you want the sun to shine, you're going to have to take those steps. Zodiac, the 12 houses, constellations, planets, and the elements here on Earth. Please listen to Sagittarius right now and give them advice. What house, what energy, what celestial body do you want Sagittarius to focus on this week? Cancer wants to talk to you guys. The energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family and a mother or a child. Well, if it's a mother-child relationship, focus in on that, if you're in that. And Cancer wants you to remain very sensitive and caring and loving, especially when it comes to family. And I'm feeling like it might be with the marriage card and a familial card. If you want the sun to shine on all this stuff, you need to give to others immediately close to you. Family love, familial love. Be sensitive and caring, not self-centered. And work on receiving forgiveness and giving forgiveness. And being accepting of the things that you just can't control or change. I know you felt left out in the cold for a while over something. And I know someone's really sticking it to you here with this Knight of Pentacles. Like, yo, this is me. And I'm making it all happen here. I expect more out of you. And you're throwing me off. I want this Hierophant. I want justice. I want balance. I want to be able to blindly trust you in this relationship. And I'm passing judgment. You're throwing me off. That's what the other energy is saying. They need to accept what they can't change about you. That's what that's about. And you need to forgive yourself for something. The answer to healing from your own pain is actually to give love to other people, Sagittarius. And it will help you. I promise it will. If you focus on these things, that inner forgiveness will come and you will be brought in out of the cold. Okay? Be sensitive and loving so that the sun will shine on you. Sagittarius, if this resonated at all but you want more clarification, check in with me. I do want to do a full extended forecast for Sag, but I have a couple different of you in my life, and I know there's more than one situation going on here, and I have the chart for a few of you, and that energy is distracting me right now. So I want to do personal readings for a few Sagittarius. Okay, but listen to Cancer. Just overall at the end of the day, whether or not you want to put a ring on it or move in with this person because they're expecting it and they're making it very clear to you that you're throwing them off, the solar system, and in particular the constellation of Cancer, is saying, yeah, the way to get to the sun and out of the cold and get that ending of a bad cycle and beginning of a new one is to focus on your emotional sensitivity, caring, and loving with your family. Stay home. Cuddle on the couch. Okay, guys? I hope you Sagittarius have a good week. I may check back in with you with an all signs reading next week. Also, I'm doing a new series on how to manifest your ego into reality. Look for me on WordPress, Amatha Jah, and look for messages from Source, manifesting the ego into reality. This week and next week, Sagittarius, I'm going to be pulling cards that represent you in the deck, in the decks that can teach you how to manifest your best qualities for your sign, and also cards that represent your shadow side, so you can meditate on the definitions of them and know that when they pop up in your life, what they mean. I really want you guys to come into the sun. I hope that happens for you next week, Sagittarius. The answer is stay home and focus on your sensitivity and paying attention to your loving family. Maybe you ought to put a ring on it after all. They are working very hard for you. Okay, I love you, Sagittarius. I'll see you next time.